Okay, let's get it started, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Learning Corner. I hope you like the content which you have seen on Learning Corners. Let us know in comments if you wish to suggest anything. We'll take a look at it and then eventually we'll add it in future Learning Corners. Let's get it started. Okay, today we are talking about time, and time is very important. There is a very famous saying in religious books or something which says among all kinds of killers, time is the ultimate because time kills everything. What does this mean? Let me give my version of it. Let it be good time, it will go. You're on a vacation, you think you should stay there forever. That does not happen. So actually, time keeps running, so it kills the good times. In similar way, you're not feeling well. Let's say you have whatever, I think fever, sore throat, those things are very challenging. Those days are also very challenging, whatever, 3 days, 5 days, a week or so. But that is not also stagnant. That also gives. So time kills good things, time kills bad things. And that's what the importance of time is all about. And that is why it is very, very important to manage time in the right way. And that's what is today's topic. How do we manage time? What are the very simple time management tips? You will see a lot of books on time management, and all those are very good. So let me just give my version of top four things, and then how do you execute those top four things, and then save your time and succeed in life and career. That's the objective. So I hope we understand with the short intro that time is very important. Now, what and how do we manage time? So four key tips. Let's go one by one. Tip one is you should have a goal. That is very important. Without having a goal, it would be harder to manage time. Think about it. If there is a holiday, maybe you get up late, and I think it's very similar in my case as well. So getting up late and then taking on time, maybe watching TV, eating lunch late, maybe calling friends and family, and then maybe eating dinner late and sleeping late. So all these things are there. So because there is no goal for the day, and it is a holiday, you want you want to rest for some reason, is one of the objectives as well. But think about it. In the long run, it is not good. Weekly, 1 or 2 days, you can have you can have rest. You can have days where no goal exists. But I think more than a day in a week is not appropriate. It might have it might have negative impact on the long run if significant amount of time is spent in the way we spend time on weekends. So I think one important thing to have for time management is obviously to have a goal. Now the goal should be first is very specific. The goal also should have some sort of measurable aspect of it. The goal should be achievable. The goal should be relevant, and it should be time bound. Now let's think about it. Let's do something is not at all a goal because it's not specific. We are talking about doing something. It cannot be measured. Let's do something is not measurable. Is it achievable? Can we gauge that the goal was achieved? It's not possible. And then it is also not time bound. So I think about it. When you define something for yourself, it should be smart. And then I gave what does SMART mean. Now think about it. Let me give you an example. What a good goal can be. I'm not saying this is the best example, but look at it in an example of whatever SMART which we mentioned. The team has to score 222 runs in 20 overs. Is an example of a goal. Now this goal is very specific. Is it measurable? Yes, because the number which given is 222, which is you have to score 222 runs to win the match, obviously. So opponent assume that has scored maybe 221. So now if you score more than 221, which is 222, you will win the match. So it is measurable. Is it achievable? It is obviously achievable because right now in T20 cricket, in 20 overs, I think 180 to 140 is an achievable score. If you maybe score more than 250 or so, it's a bit harder to achieve, but it's not achievable. It is obviously also achievable. And is it time bound? It is also time bound because there is a limit of 20 overs. You cannot have the game for more than 20 overs, so it is obviously time bound. So that's the smart goal. Now think about it, that all the team members will rally towards that goal, and during that process they will obviously manage their time well, instead of saying let's make a big score. I think is not a smart goal, and that's why a lot of teams prefer chasing a score, because it is having a measurable target. So that's the tip number one. So have some goal, and it also applies to day-to-day life and work as well. Second tip is obviously look at the entire day in the form of time boxes. What, let's say the work time or the professional time is 8 to 10 hours, then how are you spending time in those 8 to 10 hours? Split that time into 30 minutes of small sections and analyze what exactly was achieved in those 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is your time box, and look at it what was achieved in those 30 minutes. It will help you analyze how you are spending time. What are the tasks where you should spend time and should not spend time? And that's the time box, which is tip number 2. Let's go to tip number 3. There's a famous technique called eat the frog. Let's assume that you have 10 tasks to accomplish in a day. Some of the tasks in it will be very hard. Let's think about it from a healthcare professional perspective. Let's say you want to look at 10 patients when you take a round. Now, out of those 10 patients, there is one patient, let's say, who is in ICU. It's a complicated case. The patient is a senior citizen, and the patient is also not recovering well in last 3 to 4 days. So now this is the case which is complicated in your 10 cases. Now what this technique says is, you should solve this case first in the morning, or focus on the case first thing in the morning. So give your maximum energy to this most complicated task, and hopefully in the first half of the day you will accomplish this task, and then you will feel productive, you will feel achieved, you will feel joyful throughout the day, because most complicated task of your day is now complete, and now rest of the day you can do remaining tasks which are actually not much complicated. So this will also help you manage your time well. So this is tip number 3. Let's go to tip number 4, which is 1, 3, and 5 rule. You can look at these rules on internet. Maybe there is a lot of explanation of these rules, or maybe whatever the time management tips which I am suggesting on the internet as well. There's a lot of examples also given. I'm also giving a couple of examples on my side. The 135 rule says that create a list of your tasks. Think about it in such a way that what is the one task which is very big with maximum impact. What are the 3 medium tasks which have medium impact? And what are the small tasks which you can also ignore? I mean, see, think about it. In any kind of time management technique, you have to learn to say no. You have to learn to ignore tasks which are not important, because their impact is very high. Let me give an example. And I think this is an example. Don't hold on to me because of this example. But think about it. I want to go to office. I want to go to gym. I want to go to a movie. I want to go to a friend's place. And I just want to go home and relax. So out of all these things, you have to think that what is that one most important thing. If it is a weekday, definitely your first priority should be going to work or office or hospital or wherever you go, right? That is one most important thing. What are the other things? It is also important that you go to gym. If it is a weekend, you can go to a movie or a friend's place. So I think now think about it in this way. That's the 135 rule. What is that one important big thing you have to do within a day? Without that, the day has literally no value. And that's the reason that will also help you manage the time. So I think all these four tips are there which are allowing you to look at what the goals are. Then to achieve those goals, you have to time box your days, and eventually there are time boxing methods where you can time box your months as well as quarters and years as so on. Once those time boxes are done, then you can look at also what are the what are the most complicated tasks in it which need significant amount of focus. That is what eat the frog means. And then you prioritize using 1-3-5 rules. So I think that's how you kind of look at time management during the time. Now, this is look at it from some sort of planning phase. Now you also have to execute on this. So let's say you want to go to office, you have to go to office, you want to go to gym, you have to go to the gym, you want to visit a friend, you can visit a friend. So that comes in the execution phase. So now look at the time management tips from planning perspective, then the execution phase will come. And the last phase also look at it from reflection of it. During the end of the day, reflect on your day. What was what was good in the day? Did you manage the time well? Did you plan for your time well? What time boxes were you most efficient? What time boxes you were not efficient? And how can you manage your time in the upcoming days or upcoming months or so? So I think that reflection on the process is very important. Yesterday, I went to the gym. Today also I went to the gym. If tomorrow as a day is busy, maybe I can skip the gym, but I have to go to gym on the next day because I plan to go to gym at least 5 days in a week. So I think we have to reflect on the day, how we are managing the time, how we are following that process, and did we achieve our goals with that process. Sometimes you feel this is a bit boring. The following process is bit complicated. It is not achieving results, but be at the execution. Keep following what you do. Good things does not happen overnight. A lot of champions, sports professionals or healthcare professionals, whatever they do, there is significant efforts done in a very methodical way for a period of years. That's what the point is. You manage your time well, you execute those time management techniques, and then you reflect on what happened well and where improvement needs to be done, and then you actually go back and repeat the process again and again. I think those are the four time management tips from my perspective. I hope you like these tips, and then I suggest you follow these tips starting tomorrow. Look at it from maybe all these tips which will help you in all aspects of your life, and then in a month or two you will definitely see progress. Don't look at it in such a way that I will go to gym and one day and then I will get all the benefits. It does not work that way. The impact of those things is usually very minute, but over a period of time you will get a compounding effect of that impact, and then you will be healthy. So follow these time management tips, and then like, share, and subscribe our content. If you have friends, family who think the content is useful, then let them know to share to their friends as well. Thank you, everyone, and suggest what content you would like to hear from us. Will help you listen to that content. Thank you, everyone.